So welcome to the 36th tutorial. In this video, we will discuss function with the return value. So in this video, the target is we want to return some value from a function. So we create a function, we try to return some value from it. So how we do this, what are kind of the keywords we use in this returning value, and we will discuss how to combine all the things that we have learned up to this point about function inside a function. Okay, so let us create a function, return a value, and see the output. Let's start with the video, guys. So as discussed, we will combine all the learning up to this point. So what we are going to do, we are creating a function. Same way, we will take two inputs, and we will return the sum, the addition of these two values to the caller. So wherever we are calling this function, we will return this the sum value to this caller. And see, let us see how it really get done. So initially, what you need to do is simply define a function. So I'm defining a for sum function because my intentions are to sum the value to sum underscore, and I'm just going to give some value here, take some value here. So I'm going to take two variables, variable 1 and variable 2. And what I'm going to do, I'm defining this function as I want to see the result, and the result will be variable 1 will be added to the variable 2. Okay, same thing, nothing new. And what I want to do, I want to return this value. Okay, return rest to the whatever whoever the caller is. Okay, this is my defined function. What I'm going to do, I'm going to define this function, sorry, call this function basically a sum underscore parenthesis and give two values. So I'm giving right now 4 and 5. Okay, and you can see that we're getting 9. Now what is the difference between a return and simple thing? What we can do really here, we can take this value in a particular variable. So taking value in a variable. So what I really mean by that, I'm getting a variable, say result. Okay, in this result, I'm going to take this particular sum value. So whatever the output is, we are going to take this value and we're going to print the result now. Okay, now this was not possible with the simple function. Why it was not possible? Let me give you an example of that too. So suppose we are just going to say define this much, we are not going to return the value. Suppose we're going to do like this. Okay, and if you try something like this and say my function sum 2 is the name of the function, and I'm going to simply print this value. Okay, say res and like this. Now when we call this function, say sum underscore 2, and we try to call this, we get the simple memory location, basically the sum means method name. Now when we use parenthesis, we got this. Once again, I have not passed the value. Once again, guys, so we got to pass two values like this. Now what we need to do, we want to save this output in a variable. So if we try to save this in a variable, say I'm taking a variable v for now, just for the understanding sake, I'm going to print this v2. Okay, so as you can see, I'm getting the output inside this too. But if you want to take this value, because this value is getting replaced by this. Okay, we're getting replaced by this. But if you want to use this value somewhere, like we want to return something, and we in the return we want to modify this value with something. So suppose we want to modify it, like we want to add something to v, and I want to add something with the output or something like that. As I hope you understand, guys, this is not the really output, this is the print value only. We are printing here, that's why we're getting this number, right? When we run this, we can see that we are not getting any kind of output. If we check the type of v, okay, type of v will be none, because it is not returning any value, so it is a none type of variable. So as you can see, this is a none type, so we cannot really use this value. If I really remove this print from here or keep the function only, you can see that after calling this, we are not getting any kind of output, and in v we have only a null value. That is something that we don't want. We want to use the output of this particular function. So to use this output of this function, we use return value. So when you use return, we can get the return value and we can see the output. So if we use the same function again with the return, same function with return, okay, and we're going to use this, and we're going to return the value, that is res for this time. and we would run this. We're going to call the function the sum underscore 2, and say I'm passing again 6 and 7, just for the learning sake, and s is my variable for now. Okay, and I'm going to print the s. As you can see, I'm getting the s value like this. And if I want to use s again, okay, like I want to say multiply s with 10, I can simply do that. As you can see, we can use this value again at the output of function. We can use with other variables to get some kind of proper output. So this is how function really works, and this is how you use the written value together with the function. And this is how when you should use the written value. So if you're printing a value, you don't really need a written value, and if you only need the written value when you want to get some output for a function. So if you want to have some output for a function, it is we use written value. So if you're not giving any return type to the function, that indicates that your function has a return type of none. Every method, every function has a return type, and if you're not defining any return value from the function, it is a none type. That is something that you always need to remember. Okay, that is all for the video, guys. Let's see you in the next video.